Marjorie forced Steve Harvey to release the children from her previous marriage. Steve's biological kid's estrangement, as you may know, something clearly doesn't vibe in this blended family, and apparently, it's not even Steve Harvey's fault that he is fully absorbed with Lori and completely neglects his other 6 children. The family dynamics have been far from perfect for a long time, and the comedian's biological kids now suspect Marjorie of promoting such strange favoritism from the beginning. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I keep my eyes on the most scandalous events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. When Steve Harvey created his large and allegedly friendly family of 9, him, his current wife Marjorie, and 7 kids, he thought it would set a great example of parenthood for many Americans. But, in reality, he devoted his entire attention to his stepdaughter Lori, and other members of this family feel abandoned. It appears that after being silenced for many years, some of them decided to be vocal about the toxic treatment, lousy parenting, and what was really going on behind the scenes. As it turned out, many of Steve's biological kids accused Marjorie of forcing their dad into this blend, and the initial idea of Steve adopting her 3 kids and turning them all into one big family. Not everyone was on board with this decision, but they didn't have a say in this. As Steve recalls telling his kids, "I said, look, you don't like it, deal with it. I don't need y'all's permission." Since Steve credits his wife Marjorie for helping him achieve his dreams and becoming a better version of himself, I guess she is actually the main figure in the family and probably has a huge influence on the comedian. And, although Steve's image as a perfect and loving dad is known across the country, his kids shed more light on the toxic treatment they received from their dad after Marjorie became their so-called mommy. So, if you're a bit lost here, let me quickly do a recap of this family's background. When Steve only started his career in comedy, he was forced to choose between his family and following his dream. So, in 1994, he divorced his first wife Marcia, with whom he has 3 kids, the twins Carly and Branday, and a son Broderick. Somewhere along the way, Steve got tired of being alone, and he married Mary Lee, and they welcomed a son Winton. And the last, but not the least addition to this family came with Marjorie because Steve adopted her 3 kids Morgan, Jason, and Lori. According to Steve, he doesn't make a difference between his biological and adoptive kids, and he loves them all equally. But it seems like only a great title for headlines to make us all melt from his generosity and kindness. In fact, it's been obvious for quite a while that Steve's own kids get far worse treatment than his princess girl Lori. And apparently, Marjorie tricked Steve into choosing Lori over anyone else, probably hinting at the girl's lack of father's love. As Steve repeatedly mentioned, Marjorie was the woman of his dreams, and knowing that she could easily direct him and demand whatever she wants, so it didn't even feel strange to him when she asked him to guide the youngest of her kids, Lori, and pay special attention to this girl. And just as Steve was eager to play a good father for a change, Lori was craving to finally get a dad in her life as well. And while it seems to many that this is the father-daughter match of the century, other kids, especially his own blood, didn't get as much evidence to back up their claims. It's difficult to determine the true nature of the family dynamics. It's important to keep in mind that family matters can be complex and deeply personal, and it's not always easy to understand the inner workings of a blended family from the outside. In any case, it's clear that there is tension and estrangement between Steve and some of his biological children, and it's unfortunate that they feel neglected and unheard. Hopefully, the family can find a way to reconcile and heal their relationships in the future. That's it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.